Now we'll be moving on to our district meeting. It's a very short agenda.
Roll call, Director Clemenceau.
Yes.
Director Cox.
Here.
Director Nunez.
Here.
Director Gallagher.
Here.
Chair Brown.
Here.
So very much like we've been doing this whole night, this board needs to consider a motion. Chair Friel has requested permission to attend their meeting remotely for AB 2449, which states that board member may participate remotely per just cause should he or she have a contagious illness that will keep them from attending. I would like to make a motion that Chair Friel be able to attend remotely. We have such a motion.
So moved.
We have a second? I'll second it. Thank you, Dr. Cox and Tony.
Director Clemenceau.
Yes.
Director Cox.
Yes.
Director Nunez.
Yes.
Director Gallagher.
Yes.
And Chair Frail abstained. Chairman Frail, do you have any, you need to disclose anyone in the room under age 18 with you?
No, there's no one.
It's
Thank you.
it's actually over 18. Oh, so a legal adult.
Thank you.
The grandkids are okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. We have closed session report out. I believe we have no reportable items. Agenda modification, any changes to the agenda from staff, from the board? Seeing none, any public comment on matters not on today's agenda? Any public comments from our online community? Great. Comments from board members. This is for district board. Seeing none, we have 2 items under consent. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Thank you, Joe.
I'll second that with the comment of, I don't know what the process would be like to revisit the foundation's approval. I think the 30-day review period, I think it was out of like an abundance of caution of having people on the board that we feel qualified, but if that's staff, just giving staff direction to look at what that might be, and then maybe come back with June, the foundation executive director, of what would be a good amendment to that bylaw, and if they're interested in amending that as the board. So, but yes, second. Thank you. That with that direction.
Motion by
Thank you.
Dr. Gallagher, second by Tony.
Got it. Director Clemenceau.
Yes.
Director Cox.
Yes.
Director Nunez.
Yes.
Director Gallagher.
Yes.
And Chair Frail.
Yes.
Item number 3 is our discussion item for our lease, Main Street, 1820 Main Street lease extension for a 10-year lease.
Yes, thank you. This is for your consideration and request to pass a motion consenting to the district to amend the current lease agreement with Coastal Hall Partners and Watsonville Square Shopping Center. There's some work that needs to happen at that space. That space is currently occupied by our urologists, orthopedic surgeon, as well as podiatrists. And we're requesting extension of 10 years that will allow for no capital outlay on our part to make those modifications, and will result in the changes needed to that space.
Comments on the board? Comments, questions from the public? Comments, questions from our online members?
No one online?
Just maybe just a confirming statement. I imagine in the full body of the agreement, there is some abilities for mutual termination should certain events happen
There's not a termination clause within the agreement.
within
No,
the
there's not currently a termination clause either within the agreement.
and typically attorneys can find ways to find one should there be mutual agreement.
Right.
Just noting that to the public that this is a 10-year agreement, but there's generally always a way to figure out a solution should
Sure.
things change.
And we've been in that space. We've occupied that space since 2010, so we've been there for a good long time. And it's a prime location within the community.
Thank you. So there's the lab. Do we have a motion from the board to move staff's recommendation?
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Nugent.
I'll second it. This is John.
Thank you, John.
Director Clemenceau.
Yes.
Director Cox.
Yep.
Director Nunez.
Yes.
Director Gallagher.
Yes.
Chair Frail.
Yes.
Great. So moving on to our last item is item number 4, the Pajaro Valley Healthcare District Hospital Corporation, Pajaro Valley Healthcare District 2024 budget for approval.
Well, since we built a consolidated budget, you have seen the presentation. The resolution is the same as for the hospital corporation. We'll just ask for your approval.
I'll just comment to any members of the public who might be watching this meeting by itself. There is a much more detailed version of this presentation in the hospital meeting board packet. So, but we do have all the information that was received in our board packet sent out this Friday. I appreciate all the work. The finance committee has reviewed this budget and enthusiastically recommends that the board approve it. Again, noting that this budget does have a deficit, largely due to the fact that we do not own the land underneath us and the buildings. And once that's rectified, our entire district budget will look a whole lot better. So those are my comments. Do we have a motion by, or a motion by the board to pass a resolution approving staff's recommendation, move staff's recommendation?
So
Yeah,
moved, this is John.
I'll second that.
Thank you, John. Second by Tony. Mr. Nunez?
Thank you. Director Simmons?
Yes.
Director Cox?
Yes.
Director Daniel?
Yes.
Director Gallagher?
Yes.
Chair Brown?
Yes.
Bravo, okay. Anything else? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
That was a very gentle tap. Let's
I know. No, I'm
I'll give you another shot.
gamble.
Take out.
Very.
Was that? Yes.